Wizards and Warriors on the NES. I have a lot of fond memories about this game. I love the aesthetic, pretty much everything about it. The basics is you're going to travel across the map. You're going different worlds, and they're all themed as something. This first one is a wood level, and you're going to hop around, do some platforming. The platforming can get a little frustrating in certain parts, especially if the jump has to be very precise. But in every level, you're going to travel around, you're going to find different colored keys, you're going to find items that will help you. Some of them are weapons, some of them shields, magic, stuff like that. And the different colored keys unlock different colored doors or treasure chests. You also are going to collect gems, and in certain situations there are places that you need to have so many gems collected before you can move on. As you can see here, the first level you're going to travel up. There's a lot of vertical stuff that you have to do because you're in trees and you're getting to the treetops, all that kind of good stuff. Once you find the key, you can travel back down, and you can actually fall down a pretty good way before getting hurt. There is fall damage though if it's from a great height. Inside we got some tree meat here. It's not quite as good as wall meat, but you take what you can get when you're out there in the world. So again, in the treasure chest, you'll find here you got boots. You get to the end, there'll always be a red guy guarding it, and if you haven't completed the tasks to go to the next level and fight the boss, then he will be standing there and will fight you and not let you pass. This item right here is fantastic. It's definitely not required, but to me, it's a must-have. It allows you every time that you swing your sword to throw this dagger, which will make everything a lot easier. You can also collect gems with it and other kinds of things. You'll see here at the boss fight here in a second. The Wand of Wonder, that lets you shoot magic. So here's the evil of the thing. So see this throwing dagger here, you can jump around and it'll kind of boomerang around and really helps with these boss patterns. They're not too difficult, but it still helps. Collect our treasure, and then we're going to rescue the maiden. And all the maidens and princesses, whatever you want to call them in this game, damsel in distress, I think it says, have great names. Thou hast rescued Lucinda. So no Peach or Zelda or anything, it's Lucinda. They all have different names. This next level is an underground cave kind of theme. There are ghosts. There's these faces on the wall that shoot fireballs at you that are kind of hard to see, but not too much of a problem. Here we got a shield that will help us. And when we get to the end, this is what I was saying. See, there's a guy here, and he wants 100 gems to pass. So if you ain't got his money, you're not getting by. Once you do have the required things to get through, you can actually bypass some of these bats if you just run to the end. There's only so many bats that it'll let fly down at once, so you can actually keep from fighting a couple of these. Once you've defeated these, the big bat comes down, and again, I just use the same strategy where I throw the dagger and try to avoid him. He explodes into ghosts for some reason. And we're going to rescue our next damsel in distress, who is named Esmeralda, the distressed damsel. The third level coming up here is fire themed. There's actually lava down at the bottom that you can walk on for a couple of seconds, but it does start to hurt you. See those bubbles rising up? You can actually ride on those, and it will help you get to certain parts in the level that you couldn't before. It will go through platforms like this right here, but if you reach the top, it will pop the bubble and you'll fall down. Now there's this one part that you cannot make this jump, no matter how hard you try. And I mean no matter how hard you try, unless you collected a certain item back in the second world. If you didn't, your option is to farm. And the good thing is, whenever you die, it does start you back in the exact same spot. But you have to kill enough of these flames to where you get a blue potion. Also, when you get a game over, the game lets you start back at the same spot again with all your items. The only thing it does is take away your score. Once you get the blue potion, the jump's not that big of a deal. You can get the final key, discover some gems, and make your way to the end boss. So yeah, the game is really cool. I recommend this one highly. I have a lot of fond memories. It is an early game developed by Rare, and I just can't say enough about it. I really think everybody should play this one. I love it, and I think you will too.